The SWAT officers had made enemies with a group of mercenaries under a barrage of heavy gunfire from the other side. They had no choice but to jump off the cliff to survive. Luckily, they both made it out alive. But Hondo was seriously injured during the fall. Deacon used fishing line to stitch up Hondo's wound. If they wanted any chance of making it out alive, they needed to reach the top of the mountain and wait there for a rescue helicopter. Right now, the only things they had were pistols and fishing line, so they came up with a plan to set traps while running. Every 10 minutes, Deacon would tie fishing line to tree branches, creating simple noise alarms. If a mercenary stepped on one, it would snap and make a sound, giving them an early warning. They also covered their faces with dirt for camouflage. After running for about 30 minutes, they finally spotted the cliff. Hondo suggested climbing straight up, but Deacon believed rushing in would be too dangerous, because if even a single rock fell, the mercenaries would hear it and track them down. The two argued intensely about what to do and ended up separating for a moment, but Hondo soon changed his mind. He quickly caught up with Deacon, so they decided to take a longer route around. Suddenly, one of Deacon's traps was triggered. The sound of snapping branches came from not far away. They immediately located the direction by sound and found a good spot to set up an ambush. Luckily, only 2 mercenaries showed up. As long as they avoided gunfire that could alert the others, their position would stay hidden. But one mercenary started walking straight toward them. Once that gunshot rang out, the rest of the mercenaries would quickly find this place, so they had no choice but to run again. Eventually, they made it to the top of the mountain. By now, they had been missing for more than 3 hours. Normally, headquarters would have already sent a helicopter, but there was still no sign of help. Then Hondo suddenly remembered the patrol car they arrived in. It turned out the mercenary leader was also a retired cop. He was hunting Hondo and Deacon because they had uncovered his illegal activities. When Hawkins heard the SWAT radio call, he responded and canceled the emergency alert. So headquarters never sent any backup. Before long, Hawkins followed the sound of gunfire and tracked them down. But their ammunition was running out after fighting for nearly an hour. They were down to only 5 bullets, so they pulled out a signal flare gun, planning to take one final gamble. The team members happened to see the flare in the sky. Meanwhile, both sides were still fighting in the woods. They thought this was the end for them. Then they heard a helicopter circling overhead. Their teammates had finally arrived. Hawkins had no intention of risking his life against them. He immediately turned and tried to escape with his men. They quickly treated Hondo's wound again, then used a thermal imager to track the direction Hawkins had escaped.